Hello there, dear viewers. Today I have for you a train. Note before I get started with this build, it requires a screwdriver and 4 batteries, AA. Let's start by putting the batteries in the coal car, which is where they go, which I find adorable. Put them in, unscrewing the wrong screw. They go up top here. I read the instructions very well and thoroughly. Just slot them in. That is a very tight fit. And now I'm wondering if they are all gonna fit. Okay, maybe it's just okay, yeah. No issues. And then put it back on. Woo! Guess it's on. Let's test it. It goes. And stop and mute. That's very, very loud. Although also I'm very noise sensitive, so it might not be. There we go. The full train assembled. The main locomotive part, coal car, baggage car, and 2 passenger cars. You can put it together in any order you want, so long as the coal car is right behind the engine because of the wire that connects them. And probably you could connect it to other sets. I don't know. I don't have any other trains. Let's start with the track. This is a very long track. It's got lots of pieces, including a switchboard. Let's start with it. Oh, wow, that's finicky to get in. You gotta put those slots there. Sorry if I sound bored. I'm not bored. I'm just boring. Ah, there they are. These. You gotta take it off. You need to pop out nicely. And then you snap it on where they're linked together. Makes for a more stable connection. That does not want to go on. I'll bang the table. Probably not going to bother with the rest of those. They're hard to get on. And really, the train connections themselves seem stable enough. Let's see how big this circuit is. Metaphorical train circuit, not literal circuit. It'd be cool if there were wire going through these, though. There'd be no point behind it, assuredly. I'm the kind of nerd who just wants wires and things. Woo! Pretty large. That's nearly a full circle. Big turn radius. I mean, it's good. Ow. Okay, so maybe it's not quite stable enough to lift vertically off the edge of a table, but that's on me. There we go. Back on. And that's too many, which is good, which means I don't have to put any more on. I'm lazy all the time, chronically. That one come off. Okay, that was fairly easy. And then don't lift them up. Note to self. Let's move you so you can get a better view. That is other cross. Is there not one? Should be thing. Ah, I dropped it. Here it is. Snap it in like so. Or I take another off. Snap it in like so. Yes, those 2 appear. Get this. No, this is the way it goes. Yes. There we go. Parallel, if I do say so myself. Probably I do. So now connect the back ends. Move some clutter. Too big for a tiny gaming table. Now take the train off for now. Reintroduce it later. And I can push this back to here. Oh, and I put a long piece on the one on the left. So let's put one on this one. I really hope you can see right now, because this is just some high octane stuff that you do not want to miss. Yeah, let's start connecting these all in the middle, and then let's go. It's actually fairly nice and relaxing. Not quite as, words are hard, not quite as clicky as, say, Lego, but I'm bad at words, aren't I? I don't know what I'm going with this. I just really like Lego. But this is good because I get a train at the end, which is better. I've never got a functional train from a Lego set. Maybe I should. Maybe I should be blaming my mom for never getting me a functional train in Lego form before. Probably not. Either way, this train has a special secret feature that no Lego set does. That I will show you at the very end, which should be coming soon. I think I'm nearly done. It's a super simple build, it seems. Although I could easily double the amount of time it takes if I want to add all the connectors to make it more stable. But I'm pretty chill. Okay, there's not enough room on this table for the full train track. I think it's about double this length, which is pretty long. That's like 4 feet of railroad in just a circle. Let's add the accessories. How about that? We have a railroad crossing right here. It looks like, well, these stop signs don't have any functionality, but they're really cute. And I really like taking these lights out. Which one goes where? This one goes here. I was right. There's only one green light, which is for the proper stoplight. And then for the railroad crossing, you get a yellow and a red one that if I were really dedicated, I could turn into a stop motion and make it switch places. But I'm not. And a horn warning, who knows. There's another full set of those that I'm not going to assemble because it's on theme for today to only do half of it. Let's put the train back on and show you a secret final feature. Kind of finicky to get on here. Nothing too bad though, for the most part. It'd be easier if I had a longer straightaway section, but I don't because I'm lazy. Let's just assume it's on. No, it's not on. That's it. Okay, we turn it on, get it driving. Drive, train, drive. Be a good train. There we go. Still quite, they got stuck. What are you stuck on? My screw, nope, not my screwdriver. Oh, it got stuck on a connection that I didn't put on right. There we go. Now it fell off. User error, probably. Go. Go. Chugga chugga. That's not the sound I was looking for. Ah. Whoa. Let's try this again. Okay, wow. The final thing to show is, I hope that I remember to edit out all that talking. Oh, so you take this little bottle, which comes empty, so I'm going to need to go fill it up with water. And okay, you got to squeeze it to get, so that when you unsqueeze it, you can let water in. Because it only has one tiny little hole. Fluid dynamics. You'll understand it when you're older. But squeeze it before you let the water in. And then unsqueeze it while you're letting the water in. So here it is. I'm pretty sure the instructions just say to pour it in. I'm going to double check. Yes. No. Open up this little slot right here. And you can take this little cup and you squeeze it, pour all that water in there. I could have probably just filled it up at the sink, but who can resist a tiny bottle? So I'm going to hold this up a little bit just so that it doesn't try to drive away. And then you can see the magic. Hopefully it's in focus. Woo! Steam vent. Smells like fresh water. And the best part, it doesn't release carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. My family's going to find that funny because I notoriously don't care about global warming.